Hello, it is Wednesday, it is New Comic Book Day, and it is a fantastic week in comics. I'm Henry, and we're here at Midtown Comics Times Square, and we are going to run through this wall of new releases, and like I said, it is a fantastic week because there's some huge returns coming up. But we also have some huge events coming up that we want you guys to check out. One of them that I'm going to be announcing right now for the first time is that we are doing a signing with Matt Rosenberg for Punisher #1. That's going to be on the 23rd from Midtown Comics downtown. It's going to be absolutely crazy. We'll have more information on our page later today. We also have a signing with Benjamin Percy for Nightwing Annual #1. But you know what, guys? Right now we've got a wall full of books, and that's what I know you're tuning in for, to find out more about. So let's get started by looking at some of those staff recommendations. So first off, we've got Andrew going with a brand new issue of Amazing Spider-Man from Nick Spencer and Ryan Ottley. We've got Peter. Uh-oh, looks like there's going to be trouble. There could be some crazy conflict. We'll find out. Then we've got the last issue of Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. That's right, issue number 50 of the series. Some very cool stuff. Last Charge, and it's Hal fighting Zod. You know it's going to be crazy. Then we've got Mike going with a brand new issue of Wonder Woman, showing off that very nice Jenny Friesen cover. Looks absolutely stunning. We also have the brand new issue of Darth Vader, which is starting off a new story. And we've got V going with the brand new issue, The Return of the Fantastic Four. Now, we are going to break it down and talk about some of the new releases on the wall. First off, we've got BPRD, The Devil You Know, spinning out of the pages of Hellboy. So if you are a Hellboy fanatic, you guys got to check it out. Then we also have Predator 2. Well, it's Predator Hunters 2. It's the return of one of my favorite stylings on a book ever because I love the lettering for the logo there. Absolutely stunning book. Great stuff from Dark Horse. We've also got the brand new issue of She Could Fly, issue number 4, as well as Sword Daughter, issue number 3. A couple different covers here. I am particularly fond of this lovely Greg Smallwood cover. And then to close off Dark Horse, we've got issue number 3 of Tomb Raider Inferno. Now we hit DC, and DC's got a lot. And starting us off, no, you're not crazy. It is printed sideways. That's right. It is Detective Comics issue 986, showing off the very nice Mark Brooks cover here. But the main story inside is crazy because it's got Black Lightning helping out Batman, and Batman's going to need all the help he could get because he is at the mercy of karma in the brand new issue 986. We've also got the second issue of the new Catwoman series from Joelle Jones. First off, you'll see that lovely Art Germ variant, and then you'll see that it's a game of copy cat and mouse. What a clever quip, but it's a really fun series. If you guys didn't read issue 1, then go pick it up. It is fantastic. We've still got copies of it, and I got to tell you that it is a rock-solid start to Selina's new story. Then we have issue number 25 of Red Hood and the Outlaws. We've got a couple different covers here. We've got the lovely Yasmin Putri cover there, and then we also have the Trevor Hairzine cover. It's an extra-sized anniversary issue, and it is Red Hood punching Batman in the face. And, you know, he gets to do what we all want to do. We all want to punch Batman in the face, right? You know? And right now, Red Hood's got a lot of conflict building up between him and Batman because I won't say what's been going on in Red Hood explicitly, but it's been a little wild, and some people might no longer be with us. Then we have the brand new issue of Eternity Girl. It is the final issue of the series, and it is a really terrifyingly cryptic cover from Sony Liu. Really great stuff there. We also have the brand new issue of Flash issue number 52, and it's the Flash teaming up with Commander Cold. That's right, Commander Cold from the future, which is awesome. Makes me very happy. This entire book makes me happy. This Gabriel Dell'Otto variant makes me happy. Absolutely gorgeous work and a fantastic series. Then we have the brand new issue and the final issue, like I said before, of Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps. We got a couple different covers here, and I am absolutely floored by this Tyler Kirkham cover. I think it is fantastic, and I think that the series is great. So if you guys want to see the end of Robert Venditti's run, he's been on the book for years. He's got like an 80-plus issue run. He's really had a wonderful tenure. You guys want to find out how it all ends? Well, it's right there. Then we have the brand new issue of Hawkman. We've got the Stephen Sedgwick cover here, which I love these. Larger-than-life chaos and adventure in the pages, written by Robert Venditti, so he's on here twice in a row. And it's got some great art from Brian Hitch, doing some of my favorite work I've seen from him in years. Then we have the brand new issue of The Immortal Man, issue number 5. The Immortal Man has been reborn. Some crazy stuff going on here. And Tyler Kirkham doing the interior art on that issue with James Tynion IV writing. Then we have the reprinted edition of Justice League #2. And speaking of James Tynion, we've got Justice League Dark as signed by James Tynion IV. And when he joined us for a wonderful signing of Justice League Dark, if you guys haven't been checking out this series, you got to, because it's crazy, it's cryptic, it's cool, and it has Man-Bat and Detective Chimp as main characters. And that is the kind of silly stuff that I am constantly floored by. I love stuff like that. I think it's really fun. Then we have the brand new issue of Plastic Man, a 6-issue miniseries featuring an Alex Ross cover that is one of the best covers of the week, I think. This is just absolutely incredible work, and I love it. It's a great series. Then we have the brand new issue of Scooby Apocalypse. Show off a couple different covers here. No help is coming. Well, that's bleak. But that's really fun. If you have been reading the series, it has been a wonderful read. Then we have the brand new issue of Sideways, and I guess we're going with all the bleak books this time of day, because last issue of Sideways was really depressing in a really good way. It was a fantastic issue, and you guys should read the new issue and just be sad, because anytime you see a cover like this where it's the main character crying on the cover, you're probably going to be crying alongside them. Then we have the brand new issue of Suicide Squad, a couple different covers here as they get ready to destroy Atlantis or die trying. And I really love the Emanuela Lupacino variant there. Super cool. And then we have a super return. We've got the brand new issue of Supergirl, issue number 21. The book was on a brief hiatus as Supergirl was dealing with the conflict in Man of Steel, and now she is back, and she is following up on Rogal Thar. You see that she's got this crazy axe in her hands. I also love this adorable Amanda Conner variant because it's got crypto on it, and I love crypto. And in case you're wondering, when you see a cover like this, it's not some crazy misprint. It is the new way that blank covers are being made. So you open it up, and then you have a pure blank underneath, so you don't have to worry about it getting any conditioning, flaws. So it's great. It's awesome. It's cool. Moving on, we've got that brand new issue of Superman, and first off, let's just look at these covers. We've got the David Mack cover. We've got the Adam Hughes cover, where he is literally leaping to catch the bullet. The depth of field on this cover is tremendous. That is true artistic talent, and I'll tell you that this book is a work of art because Ivan Reyes does a great job on the interior work, and now the Phantom Zone population, Earth, that's right, the Earth has been itself trapped in the Phantom Zone, and when last we saw the Phantom Zone, there were some people in there you don't want to mess with, so you know things are going to be dire for the citizens of the world. Then we have the brand new issue of Titans, and we got a couple different covers here. We got Emanuela Lupacino doing a wonderful job. And then we got the Brandon Peterson as well. Absolutely crazy. The monster from the Mind of Madness. You guys read last issue. You know that it's a new status quo for the Titans. We've got a bit of a shake-up to the team dynamic, and things are shaping up to be very cool. Now, before we continue, we're going to backtrack a little bit. We're going to talk about some of these collections. First off, we've got Smiley's Dream Book by Jeff Smith, of course, the creator of Bone, so that's some fun stuff there. Then we have the art and making of Preacher, so if you're a fan of the hit TV series, there you go. We've also got G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, the Omnibus edition, and this collects the classic series written by Larry Hama with Herb Trimp, Don Perlin, and Mike Vosberg, which is fantastic. That's the original run of the series. We've also got in paperback for the first time ever Roughneck, which did come out last year in hardcover. Very cool series. We also have the entirety of Dead Man by Neal Adams. It's Neal Adams just going crazy, telling a fun story with Dead Man. You guys got to check it out. Then we've got Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 in hardcover form. Some wonderful stuff there, as well as Batman Beyond, The Long Payback, and some classic Peter David Aquaman, which that just warms my heart to see this being reprinted. And it's also cool because it's classic hook hand Aquaman, and you can see him with like the harpoon cannon arm. That's awesome. And then we have a book that is actually difficult for me to lift up. Whoa! Absolutely crazy. The Art of Metal Gear Solid 1 through 4. That's crazy. The Metal Gear series has some absurd designs. If you guys have never checked it out, you got to check this out. And check out the games, because Metal Gear is awesome. Oh, my God. That is tremendously huge. Then we bring it back down, and we've got normal-sized comics. Thank God. We've got Wildstorm Michael Cray, issue number 10. Wonderful series. As well as the brand new issue of Wonder Woman, issue number 52 of the series. Steve Orlando having a great time with ACO. That's right, artist credit only, telling a great tale that has Artemis, Aztec, and the Ultimate Evil. And this makes me really happy because I like Artemis a lot, and it's really cool to see her actually having stories with Wonder Woman because it's been a while. Now we continue, and first off, I'm going to remind you once again, blank cover. It's not actually blank. It's just a protective layering. But then it reveals Sandman Universe, issue number 1. That's right, the Sandman series is one of the most critically acclaimed comics literally in the history of time, and that is appropriate because this is a series that bends your expectations, your perceptions of reality. And we've got lots of different covers here, and I'm absolutely in love with a couple of them. I love the David Mack cover, the Jim Lee cover, some great stuff, Jay Lee as well. And we've also got just a wealth of creators working on the book. It's got so many they can't even put it on the side. They have to put it right there. You got Neil Gaiman, Cy Spurrier, Neil Hopkinson, Cat Howard, Dan Waters, Bilquis Evely, Domo Stanton, Tom Fowler, Max Famora, Sebastian Famora, and Matt Lopez. And I said that in one breath. I'm actually a little impressed there. Wonderful series. You guys got to check it out. It's setting up the new status quo for the Sandman books that are coming back in full swing. Then we have the brand new issue of TMNT, Bebop, and Rocksteady Hit the Road, which has a wonderful logo treatment. And show off a couple different covers here. Absolutely crazy. You know it's crazy. It's Bebop, it's Rocksteady. They don't do anything halfway, you know. They got to go crazy, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We also have the brand new issue of Optimus Prime. Unicron is here, and things are crazy. And you know it's going to be crazy because you also got Rom on the cover. Then we have the brand new issue of Transformers Lost Light as well, issue number 22. What a coincidence. They both hit issue number 2. They've both got Unicron, and it's all leading to the impending doom of the Transformers universe. And, you know, speaking of the guy, Transformers Unicron, number 3. So you got the trifecta of Transformers goodness. Now we are going to bring it up, and we're going to talk about some of the cool books we got up here. First off, we got Bloom County, the best read on the throne, some really fun comic strips. We've also got Outcast by Kirkman and Azucena, Volume 6, Invasion. We've got the brand new volume of Rat Queens, and this collects issues 6 through 10 and the Orc Dave special of the new series. Then we have the complete Versus, which I absolutely adored. Versus, fantastic work from from Ivan Brandon and Asad Ribic. Then we have a few reprint editions. We got Captain America #1 reprinted. We've got the Champions Volume 3, Champion for a Day. Some great stuff as the team expands its ranks. Then we've got the Deadpool Complete Collection by Daniel Way, which is one of my favorite runs on the character. We've got Heroes Reborn, Fantastic Four, which is Jim Lee drawing the Fantastic Four. Awesome. Then we've got Doctor Strange reprinted edition, number 3, Cosmic Ghost Rider, and Death of the Inhumans, both of which are by Donny Cates, and both of which are outstanding. Now we're going to bring it back down, and we have the brand new issue of Beauty. That's right, issue number 22. A lot of 22s this week. Very fun series with some really cool covers. Show them off for you. We've also got the brand new issue of The Dead Hand, which is one of my favorite character designs in all the comics right now because that just looks awesome, and the series is also awesome. Then we've got the brand new issue of Death or Glory, a couple different covers here. Wonderful series from Rick Remender and Bengal. We've got the brand new issue of Eternal Empire as well, the conclusion of Eternal Empire. And then we have the second issue of Farmhand from Rob Guillory, the guy who gave us Chew and now is giving us something possibly even more surreal because, you know, he's a tree and he's a person and he's been cut down, but his blood and it's all these different things. I love it. It's a great issue. First issue was fantastic as well. Then we have Hey Kids Comics from Howard Chaykin. Too many to sign. Who do you think had to carry them here? A very fun, tongue-in-cheek look at the comic book industry. Then we have the brand new issue of Maestros, which has returned with issue number 7, as well as, oh, this is really cool. This is wonderful. New Lieutenants of Metal. Wonderful stuff there from Joe Casey. We've also got Oblivion Song by Kirkman and Lorenzo Di Felici. And if you guys haven't been reading this book, it's absolutely awesome. It's a really cool new series from Robert Kirkman. The guy is made out of ideas, and Lorenzo Di Felici's art is fantastic, really otherworldly. Then we've got a brand new issue of Outpost Zero, as well as Spawn and Witchblade. But it's not just Spawn, it's medieval Spawn, which is infinitely cooler. Because just look at how awesome that is. Like, seriously, I don't have to sell this book to you. You look at this and you see Spawn, and he's a knight, and he's teaming up with Witchblade. Yeah, that's awesome. Then we have the brand new issue of Unnatural. A couple different covers here, one of which, of course, has no trade dress on it, from Mirko Andolfo. And then we hit Marvel, and this is a big week for Marvel, and it starts off with a brand new issue of Champions, issue number 23. And then we've got issue number 606 of Daredevil, which features the artistic stylings of Phil Noto, now the regular series artist. And I love Phil Noto, so I'm super excited. And then we've got the brand new issue of Exiles, issue number 6, Magneto with pistols. Awesome. But the book I'm very excited to talk about today, the book I'm super excited to see return, Fantastic Four #1. Now, this just makes me happy. There are literally more covers than we could possibly fit into one frame. So we're just going to go through and we're going to talk about a couple of them as we go by. First off, we've got the Mike Wernigo cover, which is fantastic. He had one of the greatest runs with Mark Waid years ago. We've got this wonderful Jack Kirby cover based on some of the original artwork, as well as this Walt Simonson cover, which is super great seeing Walt Simonson do it. And I love the little corner box. Nice touch. Then we've got Eric Powell doing one, of course, the artist of the Goon. I love this cover. I love his interpretation of the Thing. I think he looks fantastic. Then we've got the Venomized variant from Simone Bianchi. Very cool, very terrifying to think of the Thing with a symbiote. That scares me. Then we have the John Cassidy variant, which of course is an homage to This Man, This Monster, a wonderful cover. And I have to pull out two. We've got the Joe Quesada variant cover, which features Galactus with some wraparound art, which is super cool. It was originally used for one of their exclusive action figures years ago. Then we've got the Jen Bartel cover, and I love Jen Bartel's art, so I'm super happy. And then, of course, we've got a set of covers from Stanley, Art Germ Lau, which is absolutely incredible. I myself picked up the entire set of these because I could not resist, because look at how gorgeous they are. Super cool, super awesome, amazing series. Then we've got the Scotty Young cover. We also have one of these blank ones, and, you know, I had to pick up 4 of them, one for each member of the team. We also have the we have the Art Adams cover, and what's cool about this, so the Art Adams cover is actually a wraparound cover as well, but it's a wraparound that's going to connect with the covers for issue number 2. So that, I think, is a super cool touch, but it's also covering up the Nick Bradshaw cover, which I think is really great. Once again, I love the Thing is always interesting to see how people handle him. Then we've got the Mark Brooks cover. We've got the Sarah Pacelli tease, and then we've got the main cover by Asad Ribic, and what's that? Well, that's the Midtown Comics exclusive cover by Mark Bagley, who, of course, has had his history with the Fantastic Four himself and does a wonderful job here. Absolutely incredible stuff. Now, you guys should check this book out. I'm going to talk more about it. I've talked about it a lot right now. Now, we are going to zip back real quick. We're going to talk about those Marvel collections because Fantastic Four has so many covers. We just went right over them all. Then we've got the new volume of X-Men Gold, Volume 6. It's the Wedding of the Century, but not the one that you're thinking of. Really cool issue. Really great. Fantastically well-done story. Super enjoyed that. Then we have Wolfpack, the complete collection, as well as a reprinted edition of Thor. Then we have Thrawn Alliances, a prose novel, you know, a real book. Then we have issue number 50 of Star Wars, as well as the new volume of Star Wars, Mutiny at Mon Cala. And we also have Spider-Man, Craven's Last Hunt, in a super nice hardcover edition. Really cool, prestigious format. Collects the entire story, and wow, and a lot of times. It's got some what-ifs in here, some annuals. It's too much for me. Oh, and it's got What The. It's got What The. If you ever read a What The issue, those are super fun because it's what if, but it's parody of itself. So it's like this weird meta thing. It's great. Yay. Then we have the brand new issue of Quicksilver, No Surrender, which I have been absolutely adoring, and I love these Martin Simmons covers. We also have the brand new issue of Amazing Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows, as well as regular Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 3. We've got this Fantastic Four variant featuring Steve Epting's art, reflecting, of course, the Future Foundation, which was Jonathan Hickman's run. And we've got the main stuff as well. Ryan Otley doing a great job on the series. Then we have the Spider-Man annual. Miles Morales is back, and we get to take a look back and see what happened with him in the Marvel Universe. Kind of nice little flashback tale. Then we've got the Spider-Man Deadpool issue number 37. Some wonderful stuff here. Great cover, very fun, very whimsical. Dave Johnson does it again. Then we've got Unbeatable Squirrel Girl issue number 35, as well as the brand new issue of Darth Vader. And I do appreciate this Icons variant with Qui-Gon Jinn, just because it's Liam Neeson. But we've got the main cover, which has absolutely floored me as an homage to, of course, the original A New Hope poster. But there is no hope to be found in the beginning of Fortress Vader, a brand new storyline. Charles Soule, if you guys follow him on social media, has been hyping this up like crazy. This is the story he's been wanting to tell the entire time. I'm very excited to see what happens. Then we have the brand new issue of The Hunt for Wolverine Adamantium Agenda. And there should be other covers, but it seems like maybe we have run out. We also have the brand new issue of Old Man Logan, issue number 45, and Logan does not look particularly healthy right now. Then we have the brand new issue of Domino, and we are closing things off with that brand new issue of X-Men Blue. To keep me going on a hot summer day, but you know what's really got me motivated are these comics. So I've got some books right here, some selected treasures off of that wall. I'm going to go through them. Speed round. We've got the brand new issue of Catwoman. Catwoman issue number 2 from Joelle Jones. And I'll tell you that issue number 1 of the series really impressed me. Joelle Jones did a great job with the storytelling, and I think that she has done a wonderful job of handling Selina after the events of Batman 50. Now, I know a lot of people have been very curious to see what has been going on with Selina, with her life. And you know what they said about curiosity. You killed the cat, and Selina might not be far behind. You guys got to check this out. Then we've got the brand new issue of Red Hood and the Outlaws, and you want to talk about killing things, well, it's been bleak. Red Hood and the Outlaws has had some crazy things going on lately, but they've all been really natural. They've all felt like a really great way to progress the story, and now things have come to a head. We've got Jason Todd, we've got Batman, and we've got one last fight. Which is awesome, super cool, and if you guys haven't been checking out the series, you need to, because it's going to be launching into a bold new status quo. Then we've got the final issue of Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps has been a wonderful series. Robert Venditti's done a great job grappling all these different leads, all these great characters, and now we get to see the culmination of his storyline and where things go from here, because we know what's coming up on the horizon for Green Lantern, but we don't know how we get there until we read this book, and then we know. Then we have the brand new issue of Supergirl, and of course I have the Amanda Conner cover in front of me because it's got Crypto on it, and I have literally gone out of my way throughout my life to buy any cover that has Crypto on it because I love Crypto. He's adorable. And I love the new direction for the series because Supergirl has, of course, done some crazy things, but now she's doing something absolutely crazy because she's pursuing Rogol Thar and the remnants of the Man of Steel storyline. So if you guys liked Man of Steel and you want to see the natural progression of the storyline, you got to see what's up with Kara and where she goes from here. Then we have Sandman Universe number 1, and in front of me I've got the David Mack cover, and that's because I love David Mack. And I love what this series is doing because this is a one-shot that is launching the new Sandman book. So if you guys haven't read Sandman before, maybe you've heard about it. You know, it's one of those things that everybody on the planet has heard of Sandman. It's one of those really acclaimed comics. And this is a great opportunity for you to check it out. You guys saw the wall. There's a ton of different covers for the series. It is really great, and it is really approachable. If you guys want to check out any of the new books that are launching out of this, well, this is, you know, this is like your sample. This is going to give you an idea of everything. Then we have the brand new issue of Bloodshot Salvation, and it is also the end of the road for Bloodshot as his series concludes with issue number 12. And I've really, really enjoyed what Jeff Lemire has done with this series. I think he's done a great job of understanding the character of Bloodshot and also creating an in-depth world for him to inhabit. And it's right here on the back cover. Bloodshot, rising spirit, lurks on the horizon. So what is next? Well, read this. It'll help you out. You'll figure it out. It's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome. It's probably not for the kids, but I'll tell you that the adults are going to have a lot of fun. Then we have the brand new issue of The Dead Hand. It's got dead in the title, so you know it's going to be bleak. And I'll tell you that this book has been really cool because it's had me constantly surprised. We've got this weird mystery series in the... Well, I don't want to tell you because that kind of spoils it, but we've got this weird little town that nobody quite knows why it's there. Nobody quite knows the mystery surrounding it, and nobody really knows what's going on with the dead hand. But it is a wonderful mystery. I'm really enjoying it. Kyle Higgins is doing a great job creating this world, and I think you guys should be checking this out. It's one of the best books that Image has going right now. Then we have the brand new issue of Death or Glory, and Death or Glory is awesome. I have absolutely adored all of the work that Bengal has put into this book, adding a real depth to the world through his art, and Rick Remender, of course, has done a great job as well, creating a fun story that is dealing with a lot of serious things, but I think doing it in a way that's really enjoyable and really has me interested in what's going to happen next, especially after the cliffhanger from last issue. Cool stuff. Then we've got Farmhand. What happens if you have a farm that grows body parts? That is the premise of this series. So you lose an arm, get one made out of a tree. You lose a leg, get one made out of a root. You know, it's cool, it's fun, but it's got a weird sense of humor and some weird foreshadowing. I don't think things are going to be happy for everybody if this cover is any indication at all, and it probably is. Then we have the brand new issue of Oblivion Song. This concludes the first story arc of Oblivion Song. Robert Kirkman and Lorenzo Di Felice have done a great job creating a new world. I am super enjoying it. This fills the Invincible-sized hole in my heart and just makes me very happy to see what's going to be going on with these new characters, with this new world that's really in depth. It's, you know, you take an entire city and you send that city into hell. And then there's one guy who is basically going to try to save people back and forth. But now we have found a patch of people that don't want to be saved, that they like this world. That's some conflict if I've ever heard it. Great series. Now for Marvel, we've got that brand new issue of Exiles, and it's Magneto wielding pistols with his magnetic powers. It's fun. It's silly. I think that Exiles thrives when it just creates new worlds and does weird things all the time. I love the original series. I'm really enjoying what they're doing here as well. I think that it's absolutely great, and you guys should not be sleeping on it. It's awesome. And now we have Fantastic Four. And this makes me super happy. First off, I've got right here in my hands the Mutant Comics exclusive edition of Fantastic Four #1 from Mark Bagley. And I love Mark Bagley's art. He's one of the juggernauts of Marvel. He's done such great work over the years. And, of course, I really loved his work on Fantastic Four. So I'm very happy to see him on our cover. But what I'm also really liking is I'm liking the work of everybody involved here. We've got Dan Slott and Sarah Pacelli doing the main story. And so I'm going to point out a couple things here. I'm going to a little in depth. First off, Marvel has a little introduction on all their books this week about Steve Ditko, and that's wonderful. I had to point that out. Then, this makes me happy right away. Silly detail that longtime fans will love. This is the same style page that Fantastic Four has been using for years and years and years, the introductory page. I most remember it for the Mark Waid and Mike Waringo run, where they had all the Fantastic Four right there. Little touches, but they make me happy. And this series just makes me happy because it's clear that Dan Slott has done his history. He has read up on the Fantastic Four. He knows everything there is to know, and we get to see some classic old-school elements that just make me super happy. You've got the flare in the sky, you've got Johnny, you've got Ben, but more importantly, you've got the return of Reed and Sue. But where have they been? What's going on? Well, I'm not going to tell you guys that, but I'm going to tell you guys that I am super excited to see where the story goes from here. I'm really loving this immediately. Like, I'm just super ready for it. I've been binging Fantastic Four for months, so I'm really excited to see that this book is worth all the hype. It is fantastic. We've got like 30 different variants on that wall. I myself picked up like 9 of them, so it's awesome. Really happy. Then we have the brand new issue of the Spider-Man Annual, issue #1 of the annual. It's the first annual for Miles, so that's pretty cool. Brian Edward Hill jumping in on the writing duties, and I think it's fantastic because it is a good introduction. If you're not a big Miles Morales guy, if you haven't checked out the series before, this is a great opportunity, and it's also just stunning work, so check it out. Then we've got Domino, and Domino last issue ended with a dance and then standoff. It seems that Domino and Shang-Chi are going to have to fight their way out of some crazed chaos. And I've really been enjoying the series. Gail Simone's done a great job, and David Baldion's art is wonderful. And then to close off our single issues, we've got the brand new issue and the concluding issue of the Hunt for Wolverine Adamantium Agenda, which has been one of my favorites out of the Hunt for Wolverine series. Tom Taylor's done a great job reuniting the New Avengers cast, and I think it's just awesome. R.B. Silva's art, super good. Awesome series you guys should be checking out. Then a couple collections I had to point out. First off, we've got Batman TMNT 2 from James Tynion IV and Freddie Williams 2. And what's nice is, first off, this is just a really nice, solid hardcover, which makes me very happy. But it's also loaded with features. Like the last 30 pages, maybe not 30 pages, the last like 20 pages of this are all back matter. And stuff like that makes me really happy because it's just like a gallery. And those are the kind of features that I think are really going to add value to your hardcover collections. So I think it's super cool, super awesome, and you guys should be checking it out. Plus, it's Batman teaming up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. How has every child on the planet gone this long without having this book in their life? I don't know. It makes me happy. It makes me feel like I'm 5 and I've got my toys in front of me instead of 26 with my toys in front of me. Then we have the brand new volume, the complete collection of Verses. This has been one of my favorite books that Image has put out this year. It's absolutely fantastic stuff from Asad Ribic. It's basically like a Gladiator, but like Planet. like Gladiator, like the TV show, like American Gladiator. It's like that, but absolutely crazy stakes, absolutely gorgeous art. It's a Asad Ribic art. You can tell by the cover. This book is going to be pretty looking, and it's just a great story. I really enjoy it, and I'm hoping that we get to see more. And then an epic collection that I had to. Come on. It's Marvel 2-in-1, and it's The Thing. And this collects issues 1 through 19 of the series, as well as Marvel Feature 11 to 12, and issue number 47. And this is great because it's the material from 1973 through 1976, so you're getting some really good classic stuff. You can flip it around. You'll even see it's The Thing teaming up with the OG Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, this is like the old Marvel team-up. This is the old-school Marvel stuff, so that's great, and it's really cool if you are a fan of the Marvel Universe and you want to see it explored in an exciting way. Check out Marvel 2-in-1 because it's Thing teaming up with different people all the time. And that's it. It is a fantastic week in comics. I'm super excited for all the books that are on the shelf, but I'm super excited to see you guys, so hopefully we'll be seeing you here soon. Like this video, be sure to let us know by typing in wonderful words into the comments section below. We greatly appreciate it. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to share the video across the universe. And, of course, press the subscribe button. We greatly appreciate that. You can also find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Twitter. And we would love to see you guys here in our stores, so come by and have some fun.